The air crackled with anticipation. This was more than just a game. Hatayspor, fighting for survival, hosted a Fenerbahçe side chasing the title. The stadium was a cauldron of noise. Passionate fans filled every seat. You could feel the tension from the very first whistle. Every pass, every tackle was met with a roar. From the outset, the tempo was incredibly high. Both teams flew out of the blocks. Fenerbahçe, under Jose Mourinho, looked to assert their dominance. Hatayspor, however, were not intimidated. They matched Fenerbahçe's intensity. Early chances were created at both ends. The opening exchanges were frantic. The midfield became a fierce battleground. Fenerbahçe tried to exploit the flanks. Hatayspor countered with quick breaks. The game was wide open. The atmosphere was truly electric. Home fans urged their team forward. Fenerbahçe's traveling supporters also made their presence felt. The noise levels were incredible throughout. The commitment from both sets of players was evident. This was Super League football at its most passionate. Fenerbahçe began to find their rhythm. Their passing became crisper. Around the 15-minute mark, their pressure told. A brilliant passing move sliced through the Hatayspor defense. The ball eventually found their star striker. An easy tap-in. Fenerbahçe led 1-0. The away fans erupted. The goal was a showcase of Fenerbahçe's attacking quality. Hatayspor's defenders were left chasing shadows. Conceding the goal seemed to galvanize Hatayspor. They responded with incredible spirit. They launched a period of sustained attacking pressure. Fenerbahçe found themselves pushed back. The home side played with renewed determination. They won a series of corners and free kicks. The Fenerbahçe defense was under siege. The home crowd roared their team on. And then, the moment arrived. Hatayspor found their equalizer. A stunning strike from outside the box. The ball flew like a rocket into the top corner. The Fenerbahçe goalkeeper was left helpless. The stadium exploded in joy. What a hit. It was an incredible display of individual brilliance. The game was level again. 1-1. The first half was proving to be a classic. The halftime whistle provided a much-needed breather. Both managers headed to the dressing rooms. They had plenty to ponder. The first half was a whirlwind of action. Goals, chances, and high intensity. Now it was time for tactical adjustments. Jose Mourinho would have analyzed Fenerbahçe's vulnerabilities. He needed to ensure they didn't lose their grip on the match. Fenerbahçe's primary aim for the second half became clear. They sought to regain control of the midfield. Mourinho likely instructed his midfielders to be more compact. Better ball retention was key. They needed to starve Hatayspor of possession. On the other side, Hatayspor's manager also had plans. Their strategy likely involved exploiting any space left by Fenerbahçe's attacking fullbacks. Quick transitions would be vital. They needed to get the ball forward rapidly. Their wingers had looked lively in the first half. Hatayspor knew they were underdogs, but they had a clear game plan. As the second half commenced, these tactical tweaks began to unfold. Fenerbahçe looked more composed in possession. Hatayspor, true to their plan, remained disciplined. The next goal would be absolutely massive for either side. Despite the tactical adjustments, the game soon opened up again. The desire to find a winner was palpable. Both teams committed players forward. This led to an incredibly end-to-end second half. Chances continued to flow at both ends of the pitch. It was a thrilling spectacle for the neutral observer. For the fans of Hatayspor and Fenerbahçe, it was nerve-wracking. The momentum swung back and forth. One moment Fenerbahçe were attacking. The next, Hatayspor were racing towards goal. The goalkeepers became central figures. Both were called into action frequently. They produced a string of crucial saves. Hatayspor's keeper made a fantastic reflex stop. At the other end, Fenerbahçe's custodian was equally impressive. He pulled off a brilliant one-on-one save. These saves kept their respective teams in the contest. The pace of the game remained relentless. Fenerbahçe pushed hard for a second goal. Their attacking players combined well, but Hatayspor's defense held firm. The home side also carried a significant threat. Their counterattacks were swift and dangerous. The tension was almost unbearable. The match was balanced on a knife edge. It seemed destined for a dramatic conclusion. As the clock ticked down, the tension reached fever pitch. Extra time loomed. Both teams were still searching for that elusive winner. Fenerbahçe, with their championship aspirations, pushed relentlessly. They won a corner deep into injury time. This felt like their last big chance. The away supporters held their breath. The Hatayspor defenders braced themselves for an aerial bombardment. The corner was delivered perfectly. The ball swirled into a dangerous area. An unmarked Fenerbahçe defender rose highest. He met the ball with a powerful header. It flew past the despairing dive of the Hatayspor goalkeeper. The net bulged. Fenerbahçe had scored. 2-1 to the visitors. The Fenerbahçe players and bench erupted in wild celebration. For Hatayspor, it was utter heartbreak. They had fought so bravely. To concede so late in the game was a cruel blow. Their players sank to their knees in disbelief. The home fans were stunned into silence. The final whistle blew shortly after. Fenerbahçe had secured a dramatic, hard-fought victory. What a game. The drama didn't end with the final whistle. The match had its share of controversial refereeing decisions. One incident in particular riled up Hatayspor. They believed they should have been awarded a penalty. Their appeals were waved away by the referee. This decision became a major talking point after the game. Hatayspor officials and fans felt aggrieved. They believed a crucial call had gone against them. Such moments can define seasons, especially for teams in a relegation battle. Fenerbahçe manager Jose Mourinho was typically outspoken in his post-match press conference. He heavily criticized the referees and the Super League in general. Mourinho sensationally labeled the Super League toxic. He accused the Turkish media of hiding the truth about the league's problems. He urged journalists to speak the truth. He implied the points difference in the league might not solely be due to football performance. Mourinho also commented on the refereeing during the game. He suggested that if the opponent's colors were different, they might have been reduced to 8 players. This highlighted his deep frustration with the officiating standards. He also noted that Fenerbahçe had created enough chances for the match to have ended with a much higher scoreline. His comments were sure to create headlines. The fallout from this match would continue for days. This victory was hugely significant for Fenerbahçe. It kept them firmly in the Super League title race, maintaining pressure on leaders Galatasaray. For Hatayspor, the defeat was a bitter pill to swallow. They remained mired in the relegation zone. The Super League was certainly living up to its dramatic reputation. If you enjoyed the analysis, smash that like button, hit subscribe for more match breakdowns, and don't forget to comment below. Who was your man of the match? See you in the next one, football fans. Until then, stay passionate, stay tactical.